we've got just a short amount of time left in our show. Will you talk about contingency fees for folks that are watching and they feel like they need an attorney to look over their case or to find out whether or not they even have a case, but yet they don't have you don't have a lot of money to go just to an attorney. How do you go about talking to someone like yourself and to decide whether or not they have a case to move forward with?
Right. Well, not all attorneys work on a contingency fee basis. Usually personal injury attorneys work on a contingency fee basis, but family law attorneys, people who do divorces, people who draft wills, they usually work off of a rate. You've heard of a retainer. This is what we do is not based off of retainer. We do what's called a contingency fee, and that means that it's contingent, whether or not we get paid or not is contingent on whether or not we win the case for you, whether or not you're successful. So you don't have to put anything up front. Generally, law firms like ours will front the expenses that it takes to litigate a case all the way through trial, all the way through appeals, so that you don't have to come out of pocket, because if people did have to come out of pocket for attorney's fees, you know, most people, I'm just telling you, attorney's fees can be very expensive when they're billing by the hour, and it would be very difficult. I think it would shut a great majority of cases out of ever being litigated. So people wouldn't have the opportunity to even hire an attorney, because they would just be priced out of it. So we do that based on a contingency basis.
Any last thoughts? I know we've just got a few more seconds here in the show, but any last thoughts or advice you'd give folks? Because I know you take calls like this every day in your practice, but any last minute thoughts that you would share with our viewers tonight? Yeah,
well, anybody that's been in an accident, I say number one, make sure that you get treated properly. Number two, when the other person's insurance calls, you don't have to talk to them. Now, I always say be cordial to them. And if they want a statement from you, just say, I'm glad to talk with you, but I don't want it recorded, because they'll use it and possibly turn it around on you. And if they tell you that you don't have a case, don't give up.
All right. Thanks, Ken. Have a great night.